What's going on, everyone? My name is Rock, and welcome to day number 8 in my countdown to Modern Warfare 3. Oh, that's right, it is Halloween today. Hope you guys have a very happy and safe Halloween. And this kind of makes for a really good topic for today. You know, Halloween, you get scared and you have fears. Well, I have fears for Modern Warfare 3. You can actually go back to any of the Call of Duty series games and find things that you could have been worried about had we really talked about them beforehand, but we really didn't start talking about future titles probably until around Modern Warfare 2. I mean, when COD4 was out, nobody really talked about what they were afraid of in COD3. Had they known that COD3 wasn't going to be that good of a game, we could have talked about how we were fearful that that game was going to suck. And it's almost a forgotten about title now. Nobody really talks about COD3 any. It's kind of like that little elephant that's hiding in the corner that nobody wants to talk about. And then along came COD4 and everybody was like blown away by the groundbreaking things in Call of Duty 4. But there were things that we could have been scared about for that game. Like the introduction of Juggernaut as a perk. You know, that was one of the biggest overpowering things of Call of Duty 4 was Juggernaut and 3 times frag. Add to that the laser beam that was M16, and those were things that you could have been fearful of before the game released. And then along came World at War, and the biggest thing people were worried about for that was the old World War II style weapons. You know, we were just gotten used to all this modern stuff in the very first Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, and now they're going to throw us back into World War II and give us all these really old weapons once again. And had we known that the Juggernaut MP40 was going to be such an insane combination, that would have been something we would have been fearful about in World at War. So then when we went from World at War into Modern Warfare 2, that was when I very first started out my Countdown series. And at the time, there were a few things to be kind of fearful about. There were new things that we didn't know anything about, like all the new perks that were available, like One-Man Army, Danger Close, Commando. We really didn't know any better before the game came out. It was something that you're definitely fearful of now. In fact, I am freaking scared to go play Modern Warfare 2 because I know I'm going to have a freaking stroke if I play Modern Warfare 2 and I'm like one away from a nuke and I get noob tubed or commando lunged from like 20 feet away around a corner or something ridiculous. And, you know, it's things like that that we're scared of now in future titles. It happened before Black Ops. Everybody was worried about this one perk totally dominating the game. God, I can't remember which perk that is. Wasn't it Scavenger? No, it wasn't. It was the one that just floated across the damn screen. Everybody was worried about Ghost and Ghost taking over Call of Duty Black Ops, and that's exactly what it did. I feel like Modern Warfare 3 is going to suffer from the same exact problem as Black Ops, and that is being dominated by one particular perk, and that perk is going to be Assassin. Doesn't even have to be the Pro version. Assassin Pro is even that much more of a problem. And if you combine Assassin and Blind Eye, then you've just got a totally dominating perk setup that I feel is going to totally dominate Modern Warfare 3. And if for some reason you don't remember what Assassin does, in my Tier 2 perk video, I went through the list, and Assassin makes you completely immune to UAV, motion sensors, thermal scopes, and heartbeat sensors. Then, if you get the Pro version of Assassin, you can stack on top of that being immune to counter UAVs and EMPs. So it's just a really, really powerful perk that I see a lot of people definitely abusing and overusing. I see people laying in bushes, you know, with Assassin and a silenced weapon and shooting you in the back just like they did in Black Ops. I really wanted Modern Warfare 3 to be a fast-paced, gun-on-gun, you know, type of shooter, and I don't know if we're going to get that. If majority of the people playing abuse the perk and that's all they use is Assassin all the time, then it's just going to be a lot like Black Ops, and people are going to be frustrated with it. If you stack the tier 1 perk Blind Eye on top of Assassin, that's just kind of like the icing on the cake, and that's just going to make for a really deadly combination. Blind Eye, in case you don't remember, makes you completely undetectable from air support, and the pro version of Blind Eye gives you faster launcher lock-on plus extra damage to air support. So if you combine those two things together, it's just really, really strong, and I see a lot of people running that particular perk setup. Your third tier perk doesn't necessarily matter in this scenario. Sit Rep or Dead Silence or Stalker, either one of those could probably be used quite efficiently in the Assassin Blind Eye combo. The third tier perk, third tier is kind of lonely. There's just not a lot in third tier that really blows you away. After Sit Rep, Dead Silence, and Stalker, there's Marksman and Steady Aim just really aren't that appealing. It really isn't. So I have a feeling your abused perks are going to be in the first two tiers. You know, who's to say once we get into this game and people start experimenting with different perk combinations, there may be something totally coming out of left field that we haven't seen. I mean, who knows? Maybe Recon and Overkill might just blow everybody out of the water. You know, that might make it so that nobody will use Assassin and Blind Eye, but you know, I don't really count on it, and neither should you. So this fall, you better be prepared to handle the assassins out there, because they're going to be laying in wait in bushes and around corners, just like they did in Black Ops. And like I say, that is absolutely my biggest fear for Modern Warfare 3. Unfortunately, though, I can't say those are my only fears. I do have more. My next one would probably be the XM25 grenade launcher, and that is the rifle-looking launcher that launches the grenade that actually explodes above the enemy's head. And I'm a little worried about that. I mean, I really thought that Modern Warfare 3 was going to try and get away from the launchers and the noob tubes, the one-man army danger close scenario, but then they turn around and add something like the XM25 in there, and the M320 is also really in the same category if you want to get technical. Both of those grenade launchers, kind of worried about them. I mean, they are both unlocked later on in the ranking. One's at 52, I believe, and one's at 64. I don't know. We're just going to have to see how powerful these things are, if the blast radius is really so much that you just absolutely positively have to use blast shield to counteract these things. And if blast shield is really effective, maybe it will completely counteract both of these launchers and provide you with protection. If that's the case, you just have to end up running blast shield, and that's pretty much what I ended up doing in Black Ops, was just running flak jacket all the time, especially playing domination, because you'd have tubes flying in there and grenades and all kinds of stuff, and you could just sit there and take that shit with flak jacket on. I mean, that's just, to me, flak jacket probably the best perk in Black Ops, hands down. Second best would be sleight of hand. You just about have to have sleight of hand, but flak jacket makes you a beast in Black Ops, because you can just take all this explosive damage and keep right on trucking. And I have a feeling blast shield will probably be very much like that. I just hope that it's not like, you know, in Modern Warfare 2 when you use blast shield as equipment, your vision was slightly impaired, and I certainly hope that is not the case, since it is now a perk. And I think the only other thing that I can think of that I'm really fearful about for Modern Warfare 3, I'm not going to lie, this might sound a little silly, but this is just for me personally. I don't think anyone else will be worried or fearful about this, but the assault drone has me worried. You guys know how much I loathe the RC car in Black Ops. I hate it. It seems like every time that little bastard comes out on the map, it's got a 50% chance of killing me. Even though there's 5 other people on the team, that son of a bitch was probably going to kill me. I mean, go look at my stats if you want to know. I think I've died like over 500 times to RC cars. That's just ridiculous. The most of any other kill streak killing me in Black Ops. And I'm worried that the assault drone is just going to come hunt me down and kill me constantly. But it is a 10 kill point streak, so we'll see how it really works out. But that's really about all I'm worried about. Mainly the Blind Eye Assassin combo. That is my biggest fear for Modern Warfare 3. Let me know what you're worried about down in the comments below. Probably the only other thing I could be fearful of is having a really good game where I go like 32-5 and still lose. That's something to be scared about. Alright guys, we'll see you tomorrow with another video. 1 week to go then. Have a good one.